Federal cleanup crews have cleared wildfire debris from more than 9,000 destroyed properties across Los Angeles County in 6 months, making it the fastest wildfire recovery in modern history. Although public officials have praised the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for the unprecedented speed, many residents have expressed concern about the quality of work. More than 800 complaints have been filed against the cleanup, many of them accusing contractors of failing to finish the job. Accusations include leaving debris behind, failing to take hazardous trees, not draining contaminated pool water, and even neglecting to remove the building foundation.
So we spoke with U.S. Colonel Jeffrey Palazzini. He's the field recovery officer who's in charge of overseeing wildfire debris removal efforts here in the Palisades and the Eaton Fire. He assured me that there are folks who are overseeing and supervising each one of these cleanups to make sure that things are being followed. In certain instances, that's not being the case. In some instances, crews are taking too much soil, over-excavating. In other cases, people have reported that it doesn't seem that there was enough soil taken from these sites. About a third are that debris was left behind or there was some sort of work that was left to still be done. And so that kind of raised the question of how closely and consistently the rules of the cleanup and the best practices for the cleanup were being followed.
Private contractors have stepped in and offered to take what federal cleanup crews won't and resolve other issues that could come back to haunt homeowners.
Other people have tested also, and they've been okay. But when we tested, the front and backyards came back, not surprisingly, with increased levels of lead. You have Army Corps, and it's great, and they send you this email, and you're like, okay, here's the final sign-off. But what you don't realize is that doesn't mean anything. That just means the Army Corps has wiped their hands clean of what they were going to do, which is the footprint. But there's all this other stuff left over that you have to kind of think about.
What they're leaving behind is all this sort of hardscape outside of the building slab, driveways, walkways, patios. They leave in the pools, they leave in basements typically. They're doing what they have to do to clear the ash and debris from the property. That is their sole mission. This property is a great example where there was no scrape. You have an exposed lawn, and the lawn has lead contamination. And that lead contamination, in all likelihood, came from whether it was heavy smoke or something from this house or something from a neighboring property, we don't know. But we do know that there are lead levels in the soil that exceeds residential screening levels for safe occupancy. And we found about 60% of our properties, 60 to 65% of our properties have had some residual contamination where we are going back and doing some surgical spot remediation.